That's when I said no to drugs. Anyway.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
We got P. Diddy.
Daniel Carey.
Henry.
Yep. Now you know.
Now you know
to
who
the
Henry
Henry.
is. Yep. Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about this past weekend. We had some fights. We had our boy Skeeter's fight, David Lopez fight, our boy Mike. Joseph Fowler, and Colby, and we're just gonna talk a little bit about those guys.
So let's go over the first fight, I guess. Right? Would be
Patrick. Preston.
Oh yeah, we had an exhibition. Preston
Preston
versus Anthony. They both train out of our gym. Preston more so than Anthony. They had an exhibition kickboxing match, and I thought Anthony hadn't been training in a few weeks. I thought it was going to be pretty one-sided, and boy was I wrong.
It was a really good fight.
Dude, back and forth battle. With the exhibitions, there is no winner. So if you don't get a finish, it's a draw. And it was a draw.
Yeah.
One of the better fights in the night, though, for sure.
Yeah, Preston listens. So I cornered Preston, and dude, he listened so well. He came back after the fight, and he's like, "Man, I feel like I did so bad." And I was like, "Dude,
He didn't, though.
That's just how it is. When you have your first fight, most of the time you either thought you were the best in the world or you think you're the worst in the world. Like, it's just usually how it goes. And I think he's got a lot of room to grow, but at the same time, he listened to everything I said. He never freaked out once, and he did awesome.
Which was surprising because when he spars, it's kind of
Just does his own thing.
It's weird how.
But he listened yesterday.
Dude,
Yeah.
He was listening yesterday.
It's just weird. It's weird how in the gym before he got his first fight in, you saw him not he didn't put anything together really. He got in there and fought the first time and he kind of started putting stuff together.
Yeah.
Started
Slowly but
listening,
surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like both those guys hurt each other with shots.
And then, like you said
came
yesterday,
back, too.
sparring, dude hit 3 takedowns.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never seen him shoot a takedown.
I was walking him through how not to get leg locked by Steve-O, and he
he was
only got
doing
leg
it.
locked once, and he didn't tap. Brian stopped it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was smart just because you know how Steven does.
No, for
Well,
sure.
I want to put a quick thing out there. Preston fought Saturday and came to sparring Sunday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's about as gangster as you get. He had no injuries or anything like that, so it works out.
But still.
Yeah, it's still awesome.
Most
you don't see that.
Most dudes don't come back that next day.
And then who was next? Fowler.
Joseph Fowler. I didn't get to watch the fight because I was in the back with Mike.
I was one of the corners.
Bro, I know how every Fowler fight, whether it's Joseph or Caleb, is gonna go. I expect them to win every time they fight, honestly. But those dudes, they go out there and there's no quit. There's no hesitation. It just reminds me of every schoolyard brawl you've ever seen, where one dude knows how to wrestle a little bit, and he's just like, "Hey, meet me right here," and he beats the shit out of you. And pardon my cussing, my mom already told me if I cuss, she's gonna be talking trash to me. But I got to watch it from the back, kind of sticking my head out.
DC was in the corner, so DC can enlighten us a little bit.
Went exactly how I thought it would go.
So we knew the guy. The guy had okay stand up. Whenever he would get close, he would just throw bombs. And Fowler is not. Caleb Fowler is not a boxer. He's more of a wrestler. Joseph. Sorry. Yep. Joseph. Getting mixed up. These twin brothers.
He had a 50-50 shot and he got it wrong.
Yeah. So he's a wrestler, not a boxer. And this guy would swing, and he would try to swing back, and he made it a dogfight first round. When we knew, he didn't listen to anything first round either. It didn't. I mean, hey, we want to throw some punches and shoot, or let him throw some punches and then you shoot under, take him down. Didn't do that. He tried boxing. Close round. I'd probably give it to the other guy. Next round, his brother went in the cage and yelled at him like he was a 4-year-old kid. I mean, just gave it to him. And then next thing you know, he goes out there, takes the guy down, and finishes him pretty easily. A complete 180. Made the fight 10 times harder than it had to been, but he got the job done. Second round. I think he finished him with strikes, didn't he?
Yes.
Forget Henry here. He's mind of his own, you know.
And then the next fight,
It's Mike.
Oh my.
Took this fight on 24-hour notice, if I'm not mistaken, right?
2
Day
days.
before. 2 days, my bad.
But still, same thing.
36
Yeah,
hours.
it was
yeah.
After sparring, it was like, hey, you want to fight this weekend?
Hell yeah.
Didn't ask weight or nothing. Just went after it.
And made it look easy.
So easy.
So the guy he fought was 5-2 in kickboxing, and I remember Brian just right before the fight, he walked up to him and he's like, "Hey, So this guy's a kickboxer. What's the one thing you think he's not gonna be good at? And Mike looks up, like, it was like a light bulb in his head. And if you know Mike, there's a little thing with that. There's a light bulb in his head. He's like, he's not good at wrestling. So Mike goes out and he wrestles this dude, and it makes the kickboxer, the striker, think about it. And then, I mean, there's some small things that we can fix jiu-jitsu wise, but he got that beautiful KO on a striker, a 5-2 kickboxer. Like, Mike is on his way, no doubt about it.
One thing that impressed me the most about Mike is that he did lose his first fight back, but he didn't train at all. He went for a 3-round decision.
Yeah.
But Mike has 2 finishes on the feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
A submission off his back when he got taken down by a wrestler, and now he has a ground and pound finish.
No, that wasn't a ground and pound finish.
No, he knocked that.
He knocked that dude out cold.
Yeah, dude, see, I was in the corner. And
He slammed that on his feet. His back was towards.
Was the guy getting up?
No.
No, his back was towards the entrance, and Mike came with the right hook.
Right.
Because that's his lead hook.
Yeah.
And then he went to follow it up and he stopped himself.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we forgot Colby.
Oh, we'll get back to him.
Yeah, we'll come back. Well, he'll be the next one. All right, so the next fight is Kobe. Kobe fought the guy out of West Side. I can't recall his name. I forget his name. Tough kid. He fought one of our buddies, Harley Foster, a while back.
Jordan Smith.
Yeah, just a specimen.
Kobe always surprises me when he fights.
Yeah, he's so tough.
He believes in himself and he listens. So, like, those are 2 of the hardest things to deal with as a fighter. And if you have those 2 things, man, it can take you a long way.
And with him, I feel like the calmer you are talking to him, the easier it is if you. Yeah. He listens very well.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what won him. If he just went out there and fought, he probably would have got his butt
He would have got his butt whooped, but he listened to everything we said and he did it right then, right there. Like we were like literally playing a video game. Like we were pressing the buttons and he was just listening, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Next fight, our boy Skeeters. You know?
Yeah. I mean, didn't go the way we wanted it to. Literally what he said about believing in yourself and listening, like, it was the...
Henry, come on,
hey. The epitome of, like, what not to do, kind of, like, I went in there with my own game plan, my own, stuff. Right before the fight, coach told me what to do. He said, don't do this, and do this. So I went out there and did the things he told me not to do and didn't do what he told me to do. And, got finished pretty quick, honestly. Went to throw a leg kick. My knees hurt. Went to throw a leg kick. Knees collided. I didn't realize it during the fight, but Parker's the one that told me that that's probably where it got hurt at. Went back, watched it. Definitely what happened. Easy changes to make. Not
small mistakes.
Not discouraged. Not faltering at all. Like, yeah, it's a setback record-wise, but like everything else, like, I'm good.
That's a beautiful thing about this sport. It's like the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, but you get to learn so much in this shit. Like, so much. People don't realize what we go through as fighters. Like, in the lowest of moments, like, you learn so much. And even in the highest of moments, you don't learn near as much, but you still learn. So it's just like, it's all up to him now. Like, everything's on him now. If he wants to get better and fix this shit, like, it's on him. Like, we can do our best as training partners to help him out. Like, we saw what we saw, and we gave him what we saw, and we told him, like, there's small little changes that you got to fix. And, like, it's on him now.
Well, and the best thing is, like, there's not much, like, I'm not going into it because I'm definitely keeping stuff to myself about what we're changing and, like, what happened. But you can't have much worse of a week than I had leading up to it. Yep. And I still know I can get in it. Like, dude, DC's been with me in the back. When, like, I'm standing there next to him and I'm like, bro, I'm freaking out. I didn't freak out one time. I was good. Like, there was no nerves for that fight. I was calm, cool, collected, ready to go. So I felt, that part of the game I've got down now. But yeah, I kept everything in check for the most part, to get in there. So now I know that, I know the things I got to tune up, whether it's like, or stuff inside the cage and off the mats too. So it's like, this all goes together. But then our boy David Lopez.
Wow.
Wow.
He needs to quit taking so much head damage. He needs to start working on his freaking head movement.
So I held mitts for him like every day leading up to this fight. Not every day, but like the last 2 weeks, multiple times a week. Complete different person on the mitts than he was fighting. Like, he didn't do one thing we worked. Head movement, no, none of it. He just walked forward like a zombie, ate every shot Oscar had to throw, and then was able to get the finish on Oscar.
That what for, you know what I'm saying?
If you know David, that's probably like fight time. He's probably about 170 pounds. That dude hits. I mean, it takes 2 rolls of gauze just to wrap his hands. So, I mean, he has that one hitter quitter power, and Oscar ate a few of them, which is kudos to you.
Yeah, kudos to Oscar. Most definitely, because he took some hard shots.
But David is the most, like, when I walked into the building and everybody's kind of joking and talking, like, we're all having fun talking to each other and stuff. David has his head. David, if y'all know David, he's the sweetest dude in the world.
Teddy
like,
bear.
Yeah. He is the human version of a cinnamon roll, like just a sweetheart. And that man is sitting there.
Good.
That man is just sitting there
Great.
with like
violence.
Dude, I don't know what else to say. It was just like, it was like hate for life. Like he was ready to take a life that day. Like if Oscar didn't go down, if Rocky didn't stop that fight,
he would have kept going until he was dead.
And then he would have kept going. He wouldn't have stopped. Man, it was watching David, like seeing him go through the steps. Dude, he's so happy during weight cut. He's so happy. Like he was messaging me all week, like, "Hey man, you need me to come sit in the sauna with you?" I'm like, "No, David, I'm good." He goes, "You sure?" Like he's checking up on us. Then when it's time, like David locks in. And when David locks in, man,
it's scary.
Oh
scary,
my
dude.
gosh,
There's not
scary.
many people that I would rather go probably 5 rounds with Brian Foster before I go with David.
A mad David for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Because I'm telling you, like before the fight, he wasn't saying nothing, and like I kept my distance from. Yeah, he was sleeping like a big old bear, bro. A big old Mexican bear, just freaking sleeping over there, ready to kill.
Yeah, I've googled it before.
if not, then he is the one.
They do.
He's the El Chupacabra.
Yeah. And but other than that, like all around, like fight wise, like all the fights were awesome. Great fights. Brian always throws great shows. So like, if you guys ever have the opportunity in October, definitely come to those.
And that's not us even being biased, man. We've been to Mississippi. We've been to Kansas City. DC's been all over the world.
All over the world.
Like. Brian puts on some of the highest quality shows I've been to.
He tries to match them as evenly as possible.
And they are.
You're one of our guys,
and
you're fighting, you know you're not getting an easy fight, especially if you're at home.
There's not a single one of our guys that weren't in danger at some point.
Yeah.
Like, even David, like if David wouldn't have just been a bad mofo, like,
Too many.
Yeah, he's eating way too much.
But he doesn't have a neck either, so I mean, that's why.
Oh, hold up. I want to see y'all's reaction right off the bat. I know Parker's already. Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman.
Wild.
Look at P. Diddy over here. He's just head down.
That just goes to
so
show,
amazed by that.
In one moment, everything can change.
You drop your guard for 1 minute. Literally, less than
a minute left.
He goes, I have it, and he tried to coast. I don't even think he was trying to coast that hard. I think he put it on cruise control at 55 and Leon was going 60.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was.
Hey, kudos to Leon, though. He's a new world champ.
Yep.
There's
Changed
no
his life
doubt
with
about it.
Yeah, man.
Like, you can sit there and you can be like, oh, Kamaru won that fight. Like, okay, well.
Not the ending there, bud.
No, I mean,
usually if you take a nap in the cage.
And here's my thing. I got Leon that next fight. No doubt about it. I'm taking Leon.
I would have bet the house against Leon this last one.
I'm taking Leon.
I got Usman.
Because I think now that he's confident that he can land that shot, and Kamaru's in trouble.
And then Luke Rockhold retired, which I'm not.
I heard he had a banger though. Like
they had a great fight. He at the end he was just like, Joe, I'm just too old for this.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Luke, but had a great career. Said some wild stuff there at the end. Probably should have kept his mouth shut a little bit, but good fight, man.
Yeah. And then Aljo supposedly just didn't look that good.
Aljo.
Not Aljo.
Aldo?
Yeah, Aldo
I haven't
just didn't
seen
look
that
very
fight.
good.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that fight yet.
Yeah. And then the other guy's like a teammate of Aljo.
I do want to give 2 of our Arkansas guys a little bit of, light. First, Donovan Beard. fighting Bo Nickel.
Oh, no.
I am,
Contender Series.
I
Let's
am
go.
with Donovan all the way on that.
Let's
like,
go. Let's
Repping
go
our
upset this
Arkansas boys.
motherfucker.
And then the other one is, I told Parker this the other day, our boy AJ Cunningham had a call out the other day.
Oh, that's right. Against he called out
Gaston.
Gaston. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
That is a tough one to
And-
volunteer 25% of your purse to not go for a takedown.
And
It's a
throw
world champion.
elbows and knees with him.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
I mean, hey, why not?
I mean,
Go for
there's
it.
one
Put
thing
your
you
shot
can't,
out there.
there's one thing you can't say about AJ, and that you can't say he's not tough as hell, and you can't
Yeah.
say he's not down to fight. Like,
Yeah, the dude's down.
That's definitely for sure.
like 100% game, and
He wants to fight.
It'll be a wild one. So Bellator, you should make that one. I'd definitely watch it.
I'd watch it.
watch it for sure.
No doubt about it.
We're not buying 3 separate pay-per-views.
Yeah, hell no. We're all watching. Fuck that. No, we're
We're
going to the
don't say our stuff
Okay,
here.
I was about to say.
I ain't bearing nothing.
I just really But other than that, we ain't got much more to talk about. DC's got, errands because he's old and stuff, so that's about it. That's all I got. Y'all good?
Real quick, shout out to my sponsors, Blazing
We always
Dino,
forget about
yeah, Magic Nutrition,
that.
You guys
Prehistoric
are
Fuel. Love you guys. Total Rehabilitation. Jim Philpott's Auto Care. Don't let me forget this last one.
I feel like I shouldn't let him do these because I don't get sponsored by these.
Yeah, well, I don't get
Why
sponsored by
not?
anybody.
So now I'm like, no, Parker, don't
Oh,
say your
Parker's last one.
sponsors.
Parker's last one is Dave's hemorrhoid cream.
He uses them 3 times a week. And how is your hemorrhoids? Are they better now that you've been using the cream?
And men continent. No, see, listen, I don't listen to these dudes. You just
Obviously.
let them talk. You
Oh,
just
he
let
did,
the
yeah, he
guys
doesn't
talk.
listen.
Obviously.
That's why you can't talk trash.
Henry,
Alright.
get off the lamp.
Henry. See y'all.